I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrows Under Review. At this time, right now, we have King Germ from Pod Saving My Marriage on our little bit we're doing with him for a quick little ad that we're going to throw in our show for him. So, King Germ, please tell us real quick about your new show.
Thank you, JR, for calling me. Well, as far as my new show, it's kind of the same as the old show. If you're not familiar with the old show, we was previously known as a Procast, but we did some rebranding, and now we're showing people how Pod saved our marriage. It's basically, think of all your TV couples. That's what you have with me and my wife. We don't always agree. We disagree most of the time, but that's where the magic comes from. You can catch us every Friday on all DSPs. And hopefully you will come and listen and get entertained by us, and so we can show y'all how we are saving our marriage with podcasting.
I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrows Under Review show where we talk about all kinds of different things that we want to review. We're swimming around the month of October. Actually, first week of October. We're actually recording late for a change.
Mm-hmm. Well, you went back on the road to work, and I've been anti-duties, so it's kind of put us in a time crunch on a lot of these things. So excuse us if this is a little off of what we normally do, and I'm probably going to sound a little bit different. If you hear me coughing, excuse me.
Okay, so a roundup, we're doing Halloween movies, and one thing I want to say about Halloween movies.
Or horror.
Horror movies. Yeah, horror movies. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Horror movies are amazing because they have one thing, shock value.
Yes.
And then anything else that they do inside those movies can either make or break them.
Right.
And we're about to cover a series that went with me in high school, and then it disappeared, and then we just found out about it again, like...
Well, I can see why it kind of disappeared. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I got the first one. It was, I enjoyed the first one. I want to say I kind of enjoyed the second one. Obviously, it's like a lot of those movies where the second one's not as good as the first one. But I didn't like the last two.
Yeah.
So... And the way that they did it, it was open to interpretation, and it didn't really explain anything. And the only reason why I was able to explain, like, how I did to you is because I looked it up online.
So the movie that we're talking about is the series called Jeepers Creepers.
Yes.
Jeepers Creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers?
Yeah. So from my childhood, or teenage years, because this wasn't no childhood thing, from my teenage years, Jeepers Creepers, the first one, was a good horror movie for what it did. It had the guy in it that, what's the boy's name? Derry. The guy that played Derry's in other movies. And I always got him mixed up with the brother from, what's that show with Miranda Cosgrove on it? iCarly.
Oh, yes.
I always got him mixed up for the iCarly brother. So that's something that, like, I was like, dang, they killed the iCarly brother? You know? And the crazy thing is, it's not him. It's the guy that runs around with Seth Rogen in them. Which whoever he is whatever. So first movie, great. Shock value. Everything you look for in a horror movie. Mm-hmm. Second movie for me, I actually like the second one.
Yeah.
Because it gave you more of an idea of how vicious he is.
Right.
Then, this past Friday, I watched the worst movie of all time for me now. It's worse than the original Room, which is the worst movie by critics. Jeepers Creepers 3 is not dumpster juice. Jeepers Creepers 3 is so bad that I went to sleep wondering, what did I miss in the movie, or where was the concept?
Right. And like I said, you can go on Wikipedia and you can find the plot for each of these movies. And if you're going to watch these, I suggest you watch Jeepers Creepers 3, and then Jeepers Creepers 2. And, I mean, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which is the most recent one. I mean, you can watch it in any order. But, I don't know. Like, I agree with you. The third one was hard to get through. There were points where you look at it and you just want to laugh because it doesn't make sense. So what it is supposed to be is the first one is, you're already within your 23 days of the 23rd year. Your third movie is the day after Derry dies.
Okay.
Like it's the following day. And then when you come to the end of the third movie and the boys are leaving on the school bus, that brings you to the beginning of the second movie.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
The way you explained it.
And then, of course, at the end of each of these movies, it shows you a glimpse into what they see as the future. But then at the end of the third movie, it leads you into where the creeper is hanging in this barn, and they haven't came up with another movie to, one, tell us how the creeper became. I want to see that. And then I also want to see what happens to the creeper in the barn. Like,
Yeah.
what happens when he's reborn.
Like, and that was one thing that killed me. Character development for the Jeepers Creepers never happened at all.
Right, for the creeper. I don't care about development for the people.
Right.
Like, that's fine. Because in the third movie, in the third movie, which should have been the second movie, we hear a little bit talking about it, how ancient the creeper is. And, you have your people saying, oh, we know what you are. But it doesn't give us as an audience anything.
Right. And this was my thing about the third one that we watched.
Uh-huh.
It gave you this story, this character, this guy, it's a black guy, he's the cop. You get a old gangster story from him.
Right, like, I seen him 23 years ago.
And then after he says, I see him 23 years ago, he gets slain so quick. I'm sorry to spoil that, but he gets slain so quick he didn't get no remorse. His story has he's just gone.
Right. That's like, oh, I didn't get you 23 years ago. Let me get you now.
Right. With a smile on his face.
Right. And a lot of this opens it up to allow for additional movies. I just hope they do it right.
Right.
I hope they don't do it the way they did the Reborn. I thought that was trash ass.
And I think that was just like a cash cow. Like, let's make some money off Jeepers Creepers. It's 2022. People are still halfway inside,
21.
halfway out. Is that when it came out?
21.
Oh, 21. Okay.
Or, well, that's what they said in it, like the year 2021.
And then
or something like that.
The one thing that I got to go with on a grain of salt of the last movie is that was completely done by different people. Like, it was, like I said, it was literally, as we say in any market, it was a cash cow.
Sorry, guys. Time out. And we're back. Sorry about
that. Sometimes the phones go off.
I didn't mute it.
So, like...
But it's still, like, it kind of tied the creeper to it. Like, it... How do I explain this? You learned about the creeper, but it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the second movie, which should have been the third movie, he's strung up in a barn.
Right.
So how did he get to this fair or this church or whatever this house is if you're showing us that he was tied up in a barn at the end of movie 2?
Right. His regeneration process, I was never able to understand
right.
the initial part about where he comes back from.
Right. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. So it leaves so much open there that...
And not in a good way.
Not in a good way. So I will say this, as we've done with everything that we watch, when I see something to its completion, it changes my opinion of anything that I watch, be it
right.
the Harry Potter stuff that I'm doing now towards the Twilight stuff. So tying in this all together now, I wish I had seen the third movie, like you said, in the order. Yeah.
So here's your next warning. And of course, we haven't spoiled a whole lot of it, but we have. And if you haven't watched it by now, then you might not watch it. But if you are interested in the series and have yet to watch it, make sure you watch it in Jeepers Creepers, Jeepers Creepers 3, Jeepers Creepers 2, and then if you even want to bother with Reborn.
Right.
But it almost makes more sense to watch Reborn first and just omit the date.
Right, because Reborn, if you watch it
because
first,
that would make more sense.
right. Well, Reborn, if it came out first, and I did that kind of knowledge, so yeah, let's reorder it. So
see, that should be the first movie. Just omit the date.
Yeah, omit the date from it. Reborn first, then definitely Jeepers Creepers 3.
No, 1. You got 1, 3, and 2.
Okay.
So you need a 4, 1, 3, 2.
And then it'll make sense.
Yeah.
And to me, the second one had the best action.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and the way that they did it was very tasteful. And that's the one thing I liked about any of these Jeepers Creepers. You don't get that saving sob story.
Right.
You don't get a horrible ass story like at the end.
Right.
And when I say horrible, not in a bad way, I mean it is not rosy and peachy and all this other stuff. You can get a bad story.
Right.
And each one of them had that, but the first two, especially the second one, second one just got you.
Right. And I was so excited to watch the last two because I enjoyed the first two. I think that the second one could have had better tie-in with it. But once I knew that the third one goes in between them, like, I'm like, okay. But still, number 2 wasn't there. Or, shoot.
Number 3?
Number 3 wasn't that great. And number 4 was trash.
Number 4...
the acting wasn't even that great.
Right, number 4 was trash, but I'm going to say this, like, number 3... Because, I come off the road. We were all anxious. We had a whole weekend playing the
My
movies.
dad even stayed and watched it with us.
He watched that freaking movie with us, and he was like, I gotta go, guys. It's late at night. I don't... And even he's tied into the movies, which he didn't get to watch the fourth one with us, did he?
No, but that's all right.
But...
I won't put him through that.
Even he staggered... And it hurt him the next day, too. You could tell.
Right. And in parts that they want, like, I felt should have been taken as serious or, like, horror-y. I don't know how to say that word. Or what word I want to use. Excuse me. I laughed about.
Right.
I'm like, oh, my God.
And it's like some of the thing, this is what I got, the grab, the way that the Jeepers Creepers would grab him and take him away. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he was subtle. But then sometimes they gave you that 10 seconds that you knew that this person was about to leave the earth.
Right. And like, here's an extra spoiler. In the first movie, he didn't fly until the end, right?
Right.
And like, all of a sudden, in the third and fourth movies, all they want to do is focus on him flying. Like, listen, it didn't portray the wings until closer to the end. Like, don't oversaturate me with a flying bat.
And then this motherfucker used to come out in the evening time. Like, he might have come out at 4 or 5 o'clock, but it was always getting to be dark. In the last 2 movies, that motherfucker was running around during the day. He didn't give a fuck what was going on.
Right.
And he was taunting them and moving his finger.
I did enjoy that. And what's that one? It's on TikTok somewhere, and just like,
Yeah, the way he does his finger.
That was comedy.
Always reminds me of, like, it's some kind of basketball player that used to, I think it was Shaq, he would block your shot and then he would go, not in my house.
Right.
And that's exactly where I got it from.
Kind of like almost a John Cena, you can't see me.
Yeah, and he was tough. Mm-hmm. And
I do like that part of it. I do like the development of his character as far as, let me get more aggressive. Let me show you what I can do. Let me put my personality into that. But as far as the wings and the fly-in, those are supposed to kind of like be a last resort type thing. And in the most recent movie, it's like that's all he was. He was a bat. An ancient bat.
A glorified
So it
bat.
makes me think he's a vampire.
Right. That just eats body parts to gain body parts.
Right.
And that was
That's another thing that wasn't explained too well.
Hey.
It's something we had to figure out ourselves, which is fine. But like, the Chinese lady, I think she was Chinese. I'm sorry if she wasn't. I apologize in advance. But he ate her brains. Yeah. So did that make him smarter because he ate somebody's brains? Or was he just eating the brains because he could? Because you saw where they shot through his hand. And so he just ripped his hand off, ate another dude's arm, and his arm grew back.
Right. And he already had that arm on lock session. One thing that got me was that every time he ate a person or did something, it was for sport. He did not eat for consumption, basically.
Right.
It was just to fix a body part, or, oh, let me just kill you for sport. And some people, like in the third and fourth, I forgot which one, he actually wasn't really killing anybody. He was just stab him up a little bit, throw him in the truck, then I'll get to you later.
Right. And I'm just like, So I didn't think about that. So in the first two movies, it felt like more of, hey, I'm killing you so I can use your stuff for later.
Yeah.
But like you said, in like the third and fourth movie, it's like, hey, I'm just going to kill you because I can.
Right.
Because didn't they say he can smell your fear and know what he wants to take from you or something?
Right. And especially in Reborn, the girl gets away from him.
Right.
Back in the day, you weren't getting away from Jeepers Creepers. When he
Right.
caught your ass, you was dead.
Right.
He might let you live a little bit and play with you, but he's killing you.
And explain the part of the baby. Like it's weird to me because they didn't explain anything. Like, it's barely a fetus. So it's not like it's going to give him anything. So what was the point of him trying to take this like 5-centimeter fetus?
Right, from that girl.
Yeah. Like, is it going to make him young or something?
And the thing is, he's not going to live past the 23 days.
Right.
And he's not going to live past the 23rd year until he regenerates for 23
Right.
days.
It's going to take him 23 years to come back.
Right. So what was the purpose on that? So
Right.
hopefully we know that there's going to be a sequel to it. And the only reason I can tell you that is just because I looked at the volume around it, because, I do my extra research. And it did well for being a streaming movie. And see, that was the thing that I didn't understand. That was released as a streaming movie. It wasn't
Right. Theatrical.
theatrical. Yeah. So maybe even the theaters are like, or movie companies are like, no,
Right.
tried and true.
So I guess to sum everything up, if you were a Jeepers Creepers fan of the initial movie and you're like us, you want to follow it through because, you enjoyed the first one that much, go ahead and watch them. If you didn't enjoy the first one, don't pick up the other three. Just don't, because you're going to be very disappointed with the other ones.
Really disappointed.
Yeah. My opinion, they come out with another movie, I'm probably going to watch it because I hope they tie up some loose ends. But, I'm going to wait till I can get it free.
And I can understand that. And one thing I would do want to throw in here, because, I always do these extra spiels, but I'm going to make this short. Jeepers Creepers was never a movie I went to the theaters to see.
Right.
This was always something that it either came on TV or some dude has a DVD or whatever means it came about. But this was something I've never put a dime into.
Right. I remember me and my sister used to watch it all the time because we enjoyed it that much.
Yeah. But it was one of these deals where I don't actively remember going to buy Jeepers Creepers at all.
I want to say we had it on VHS.
Which I will say this, though, that I did see some nice, neat sets at Walmart of different movies like that. But other than that, my review of the series as a whole is this series, the first two movies, let's stay all day with them. Outside of the first two movies, stay away from the last two if you want to enjoy the series.
Right.
But if you want to ruin it, watch it in the order that Stacy said earlier, which she'll tell us one more time. Hopefully she will.
Sorry, guys. I would recommend watching Reborn and omit the date. Then watch Jeepers Creepers 1, 3, 2.
And that's the final verdict on that.
And again, I apologize if this sounds a lot different than what it normally is. I'm fighting off a little bit of a cough here. And we hope you enjoyed our take. Don't forget to subscribe to anything you can, like, share, follow. We do have an Instagram now. Of course, we have Twitter. We have the WVN Commonplace podcast on TikTok that we do put some of our clips from this show on there as well. Anything that you can help us out to support us for free, we appreciate it. And we will catch you next time.
It can be hard to teach your kids about how their emotions can affect their actions and attitudes. Sometimes it is the smallest thing that can make us angry and react in unkind ways. What Should Dragon Do follows Dragon and her two roommates as they navigate the everyday irritations of living together. Dragon responds in anger when things don't always go her way. Through question and answer, kids learn how to choose patience and kindness and how to make better choices. Written by Stephanie Webb with beautiful and colorful illustrations by Kids Art, What Should Dragon Do will make you laugh as you read about Dragon and her adventures with her friends. What Should Dragon Do can be ordered online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Chapters Indigo, or directly from the publisher at friesenpress.com. It is also available as an audiobook on Audible.